number 3 is the most underrated movie. With that being said, Evan, you're first.
Oh, fuck y'all. So, not a lot of people watch British movies that I know. There is a movie from Europe that I actually discovered while I was working at a Blockbuster. So when working at Blockbuster, they used to give us copies of movies that they would call pre-street, that they would allow their employees to take home and watch within the 3 days of their impending release date. And one of the movies I got to watch was a movie called Attack the Block. Now, if y'all don't know the movie Attack the Block, cool, I get it. It is a movie about a group of teenagers in London that are defending their block, which for people who don't know what the fuck a block is, it's a giant apartment complex, from an alien attack. Now, this movie is extremely underrated. Its aliens are freaky as hell. No, it's a great movie. It introduces the world to John Boyega pre-Star Wars. It's got Franz Drama, and I don't know how to say his name, who, if anyone ever watched any of the DC shows, he was part of Firestorm on Flash and DC's Legends of Tomorrow. So it's a great movie to me. It's one of my favorites all time, but it's also an acquired taste. So if you don't like it, you don't like it.
All right. That being said, Cam, you're first.
So prior to Evan mentioning this movie or that it was going to be his choice, I never heard of this movie. However, when I told my friends what I was watching, because we were like on video chat and they saw that, what are you watching? Told them what she was like, oh, I seen that. So, not granted, she's like us, so it fits. So I will give the fact that it qualifies as underrated. Obviously, it's dope to see an earlier role for John Boyega. Love him. And the off chance you ever see this, what's up, though? In all seriousness, I feel like had I watched this in the past when it came out, I would have liked it more. In 2020, especially with the world where it is now, when I watch the movie, I have some issues with it. This guy who's like a teenager and it's kind of like, bad boy on the street or whatever, gets caught up in some shit, gets some alien pheromones on him, they on his ass. I get that, right? This white woman in this movie, she got to go, bro. She got to go. He mugs her. She goes to have him arrested. The aliens come and they save her. Doing the right thing. I understand this. Okay. Later down the line, after saving her ass, she tries to attack them and won't help them. And it's just like, throughout the entire movie, John Boyega's character, which is called Moses, which is, I feel like, kind of fitting for him, kind of saving his people or whatever. He would say something and she would not be having it. And then his white boyfriend would say like, translate, and then she would be cool. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it happened through the entire movie. And I was just like, nah, this is not cool at all. It just, that little nuance that kept going on throughout the movie pissed me off, like on the low. Like at first I just thought it was a coincidence and then it kept happening. And I was just like, oh, you only understand what he's saying when it comes to another person. So I was just like, that's rude as fuck. With that being said, after a while, I probably would have let her die, but she was needed to clear his name. So I also understand it at the end. Because again, regardless of all the other people telling the police what happened, until she said it was okay, he was still going to jail. Like, after saving the whole apartment complex from fucking aliens. And can we talk about the fact that the aliens are clearly just people in suits, like running on all fours? At first, when you're seeing it, the entire movie is really dark. So that was hard to like visually do. But like once you get used to that and you see like a clear, like shot of these things running, it's clearly a person in a furry, like lined, like full body, like jumpsuit running on all fours. Like it's plain as fucking day. And I thought that shit was funny as fuck. With that being said, hidden gem is the fact that in the top of this project complex is a weed room. The end. Like,
With the dude from Shaun of the Dead.
All right, CJ's on you.
Yeah, I can't really say anything about this film because I didn't watch it. I've been at work. I've been at work for the last week, and I couldn't find it on Netflix, couldn't find it on Amazon Prime, couldn't find it on demand. So it's fucking super underrated. That motherfucker's hidden.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I will like to say the opening scene, right? When there was robbing this girl. Now, mind you, again, I mean, like Cam said, they whitewashed the shot. This everything the white girl did or said, it went, especially with the cops at the end.
she was dumb as fuck.
But however, they actually try to rob this lady at the beginning of this movie, and I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping that white fucking alien thing would have ate one of them motherfuckers badly. Real shit. It's kind of fucked up. They ate the dog. But
why you tell me that? I fucked this movie.
Spoiler alert.
Was it me or was it this movie? A lot of black people died in this movie.
It's one of the few movies that scared shit where black people died.
Like it's true. Like all the black kids died, especially I forgot his name, but the guy that played Firestorm in all the DC universe shows. Guys, it's got his whole head cut off, bit off.
He did.
I mean, it explains it later, but.
All the black people died. That's what it explains later.
No, it don't explain like why they died. It explains why they was coming after him. What come after them.
Yeah, watch the movie, CJ.
There's a lot of black stereotypes in this, and every time I when I watch this movie, I sent y'all the clip of that YouTube video. That shit remind me of this old YouTube video where these guys, I'm not sure if they're in London like that, but they're supposed to be thugs. And at the end of this movie, in this clip, he rides off and
on roller skates,
with some ashy ass knees. That's what the shit remind me of and shit.
We fucking natural.
So with that being said. With that being said, these are the worst looking aliens I've ever seen in my damn life. I don't give a damn. No, these are some of these worst looking aliens I've ever seen. Motherfuckers had no eyes and some green teeth, and it was black. So I did an Evan thing this week. I'm not so proud of, but I did some stats. And
okay.
And I'm gonna do it for everybody too. But the budget for this movie was $13 million bucks for this movie.
That explains a lot.
It grossed $6 million.
But this is an underrated category, so it qualifies.
No. I'm not saying it to dog the movie. I'm saying it to be legit.
It grossed $6 million.
So, can I also mention that it bothered me for the fact that she was supposed to be a nurse in this movie, and nurses are overall, for me, smart people. You have to deduce a lot of things on the job from just pieces that you're seeing and put it together to try to help someone. And she legit saw aliens close as fuck and called them dogs. Mm-hmm. And then accused these kids who were so broke that they had to rob you in the beginning of the movie of having control of said dogs. If they had control of the dogs, do you think they would even be in the hood with you? Like, like if they had an army of well-controlled animals, they would be rich as hell. Like, so it just she just ruined it for me. Like, even if they were gonna do the whole white savior thing, because it's an older movie and most people didn't know better, and that's just how life is. You could have at least made a better white savior than this. It was pathetic. Like, she was annoying.
All right.
Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
With that being said, CJ, your movie.
All right. My movie is Constantine. Yes. All right. It came out. It came out back in 2005. Okay. First, I gotta say though, this is based on a DC comic book. It came out in 2005 before the whole Marvel and DC cinematic universes. So it was a standalone movie. It's about an occult detective who communes with supernatural and the spirit world. Unfortunately, he has lung cancer, and he's already destined to go to hell because he tried to commit. He attempted suicide. So he's destined to go to hell already. He knows that. He knows he's got a place there. So he dedicated his life to fighting against evil and fighting against supernatural, and he just goes buck wild and fucking just does a rampage against evil, like fucking sending fucking demons to hell, like to the point where every demon knows his name, and Lucifer himself hates his fucking guts. Like, that's how much damage he's doing to the underworld. And and I think and I think he's just trying to redeem himself, trying to fucking get out of the hell he's knowing he's about to go to. Which is really bad because once he gets there, he knows like everybody down there knows him, and they all waiting for his ass. So,
it's like a well-known cop going to prison.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, except it's except they whoop your ass for eternity. But yeah, I think it's a pretty legit movie. It got when it first came out, it got dogged by critics, but then like people started watching it later, and then like it started growing, and now it has a huge cult following to the point where they brought the character into the new like DC universe. They had to bring the character back because just because the following is so fucking great. And yeah, I think it's a great movie. It was very enjoyable to me. But I think Keanu Reeves, Rachel Weisz, and Tilda Swinton did a very good job in their roles. I think everyone should at least watch it once.
All right. So I'm gonna go first. Constantine, even when I watched it, was that 2005? 2005, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie to me at all. With that being said, I do think that there are better John Constantines in cinema, especially in DC, and especially the DC shows, and definitely, especially if anybody didn't see Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that shit! John Constantine in there, he's fucking amazing.
Yeah, those are recent though.
I know. I'm saying though. I'm not saying that your movie isn't good. What I'm saying is though that what I'm saying is that there are better Constantines now, because now that I'm older, and it's 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I've seen better Constantines, and that's my only gripe with this movie. I actually like this movie. Seeing other Constantines, I'm not sure if I want Keanu Reeves to do this shit again. However, I did like this movie. All right. Evans, on you.
DeAndre, you stole my only fucking thing. God damn it. Not a terrible movie. I've seen worse movies. I've seen worse CGI. This is the simple fact is I like Keanu. I just don't like Keanu in Constantine. It's not a bad movie. It's not. I think it got a lot of shit for when it came out, it could have looked a lot better, but at the same time, it took a shot. So I just think that me personally, the John Constantine that's currently in the DC television universe is my favorite portrayal of Constantine.
True.
It's just with Keanu, I expect so much, and I know this was post Matrix, but pre like the Keanu-sance.
I'm sorry, the what?
It's a legit thing. It's the Keanu-sance.
Are you fucking serious?
It's the renaissance of Keanu Reeves' career that started with John Wick.
The Keanu.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
There is pre-John there is pre-John Wick and post-Matrix Keanu, and then there's pre-Matrix, and yeah, it's yeah.
I'm like, I understand the stances now that you say it, but I just never thought about it.
I've never heard of that before.
It's the Keanu-sance. And then there's that garbage that is Bill and Ted fucking the new one.
Oh, 3's coming out. What?
3's already out.
3's already out. It's
I need to watch that.
It's fucking garbage.
I already know it's going to be terrible. That's what I want to see. I want to see how bad it is.
So yeah, my biggest gripe is just it's hard. It's like, all right, it's like my gripe is the same with DC TV's Flash and DC Extended Universe's Flash.
Mm.
I don't like that they brought Ezra Miller in to play Flash, but I like Ezra Miller. I'm so used to Grant Gustin being Barry Allen, so it's like it's like apples to oranges kind of. I like the character. I just don't like who's portrayed as that person at the time. So,
Cam, you're next, but I do want to say because I did the budget for everybody. So, budget was $75 million for this movie. It did gross $230 million.
Not underrated. It made too much money.
I'm glad you're saying that before. I'm glad that you're saying that because that was my whole point. This is not an underrated movie. First of all, no Keanu Reeves movie is an underrated movie. Everyone's going to watch it because he's in it. If they don't like it afterwards, it don't matter, but they synced it. And yes, I said synced.
But if you're a DC fan, you're gonna like, if you're a comic fan, you're gonna watch this movie. Period.
Actually, I didn't know it was fucking DC back then. Yeah.
He does his own.
I wasn't into like I was more Marvel, and so I paid attention to that stuff. I didn't know much about DC, except for like Superman, Batman.
All right, sorry, Kim. Go ahead.
Yeah. So as far as the movie goes, this was the only one that I had actually already seen prior to everyone sending out their choices. Obviously, without mine, because obviously I can't pick it if I didn't know it. But I really didn't remember much until I rewatched it, and I was just like, oh, for people who haven't seen Constantine and are too lazy to go watch it, have this guy who, like, I don't know, had, like, I don't want to call it extraterrestrial powers, but essentially he had a connection to both, it's almost like the way the movie explains it is just like there is no heaven and hell. They're both like right here. So like when you go to hell, it's the same spot, but it's just terrible. Like everything is burning and then heaven is the same spot. So it's still your apartment or New York City or whatever, wherever you are. But the scenario around you changes, but the geographical place doesn't. And so he was able to like see things moving in and out of where he was. That's how he got his little power. He tried to kill himself because he thought he was crazy or something like that, or people thought he was crazy, and that destined him to hell because apparently in this movie, the Catholic way of Christianity is what is reality, if that makes sense. And so he spends like the rest of the time after that, he learned something for what was it, like he was dead for like 2 minutes and like learned some stuff and then used that for the rest of his life to like almost kind of to balance the scales. And then at the end, the devil pretty much saves his life so that he doesn't go to heaven, which is so weird. You can't live forever. Like he's just prolonging and hoping that you mess up before you die again. Like
but if you actually watch the movie and you see how John Constantine acts and what he does, he waiting for him to fuck up. He'll fuck up. Well, yeah,
That's what I'm
that's
saying, but I don't know if he will. Like, he literally has spent his whole life trying to balance the scales and got proof that it worked. All you gotta do is stay on the same path you've been on. You already know you passed. Like, just like, so it's just like, do what you've been doing and it's gonna work out fine. So I don't know. All he has to do is not try to kill himself again, and he should be good to go. But overall, the movie was cool. Of course, there's a stupid white woman in this movie too. And it was really annoying because the whole point of this movie is like trying to stop the devil's son from coming to Earth, like, you know, they're playing or Earth or whatever. And all she has to do is sit her behind in the car like she was told. But did she do that? No. And guess what? She gets snatched up and almost ends the entire existence as we know it. Okay.
What white woman's sister stays where they're supposed to be?
That's all. It's just like just one time. I just want there to be a movie where people do what they're told and we see how it goes. Like,
That'd be one boring ass movie.
it might not be
it would
boring. There was still a whole fight scene upstairs. All she had to do was sit her ass down. Like, but no, she's like, "Ooh, I'm a police officer. I got a gun. I know this gun not gonna do nothing, but I feel bad with it. Ain't gonna take her ass upstairs." She got snatched through a building. Did you see how they didn't take her to a door? They snatched her from the middle of the building through walls and walls and walls. All the way outside. That shit was... Yo, that probably was the best scene for me because I was just like, that's what your ass gets. Downstairs, they at least would have only pulled you through a car door. But no, you got pulled through a whole fucking building because you don't listen.
Okay, that's trash.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. All right. That was my piece on costume. I'm done.
All right. So I'm gonna go next, and I do have some honorable mentions. All right. First things first. I'm gonna piggyback off of last week. Shout out to Moonwalker. Another underrated movie that a lot of people didn't watch. Has a very, very young Rosario Dawson in it, and it has Roach from Next Friday. It's called Kids. KDIZ. It's a very, very fucked up movie. But however, it really is. You know, it's about how kids really are, how kids really act in New York City. It's not cookie cutter at all. Like it has rape and pregnancy and AIDS and everything, like parties and fights. They kill a guy in the park. Like yo, that shit.
I'm not buying it.
Huh?
You should watch
that movie. Is fucked up.
Watch it. I'm just saying. Just watch it. Another underrated movie. It's not underrated to black people. Black people know this. Most black people know this. However, it's underrated to the whole entire. Because every time I tell somebody, ask about like my age and up about this movie, nobody ever understand what I'm talking about. So shout out to the 5 Heartbeats. Shout out to the 5 Heartbeats. Not a lot of people know.
How is that underrated?
To us, like we know what it is. Evan, have you ever watched 5 Heartbeats?
Never heard of the 5 Heartbeats. And he shouldn't.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
You've heard of it?
I love that movie. And then my fourth one, it just to me, I don't know why this shit movie funny to me, but it is. Shout out to Juno. Shout out to Juno. Juno's
pretty good.
Juno is a very, very underrated movie. And with that being said, shout out to Michael Cera because my movie is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yes, I said yes. Shout out to Michael Cera. Listen. For me, I don't know why, but most Michael Cera movies I like actually. Juno.
I think he's hilarious.
Juno, Superbad,
Superbad.
Year One. Him in Year One, not the whole movie. Year One.
Year One was terrible.
Yeah.
What's that one with the girl from Philly with the big titties? The playlist, the infinite playlist.
Oh, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Yeah.
Michael Cera plays like the same character in every movie though.
He does though, that's making funny.
Hey, I will say this.
He plays himself.
Shout out to Michael Cera for smacking that ass, and this is the end. When he smacked Rihanna's ass,
mm-hmm.
oh my
Yes.
god!
Don't say ask you bump.
Yeah.
Shit out of him. All right, but my movie is Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and first one thing I want to say is shout out to a person that listens to our show on the regular, my man Quill. Me and the Quill love this movie. This is hilarious. First things first, the box office, yeah, it did make more than it's supposed to. 48 million the budget was 85 million, and the box office 48.
Oh man, so it knows exactly what my movie felt.
Yeah, so but here's the thing: this movie is for people that love old school video games, like Nintendo, Sega video games.
Sega.
One of my favorite things about this movie is the KO. For some reason, every time they that shit. For some reason, that's just hilarious to me. All right? The one line, the small jokes, the one-liners in this movie is hilarious. This movie is super fast-paced. The fight scenes are funny. How he killed that one girl by touching her spot in the back of her knee, and then she came, then she died. Oh my! So like the story is funny. Shout out to his ex-Asian girlfriend that was 17. She was a rider. She was a whole rider. She even fought for him at the end, and then still said, "Yo, listen, that's your girl. Go get your girl." Like
Which are you talking about? Knives?
Knives.
Yeah, Knives.
Oh,
He's
dude,
doing Knives.
yeah, Knives was dope.
Knives was a rider. This movie, like I said, if you love video games, then you will love this movie. This movie to me, this movie is hilarious, and this movie is very, very, very underrated. All right. With that being said, Evan, you're first.
Nice. All right, cool. So I can't fuck with this. I fucking love this movie. I don't understand how it's underrated because, yes, it underperformed at the box office, but it is a cult fucking phenomenon. A lot of people love this movie. Let me start off by saying a couple of I pulled up the cast list because I totally forgot exactly how star-studded this movie is. Michael Cera, whether you like him, whether you hate him, dude plays a good Scott Pilgrim. It's got number 3 Bay on my list, Anna Kendrick in it. It's got Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I fucking love. It's got Jason Schwartzman, Brandon Ruth, who CJ knows him as Superman. It's got Chris Evans, who is Captain American. It's got fucking Brie Larson, sexy ass. It's got Bill Hader doing the commentary. This movie is fucking stacked.
Also has Mae Whitman.
Yeah, it's just from front to back. This movie is just inter-fucking-taining. And like DeAndre said, it's that stylistic approach to it where it's like old school arcade video games. Like where you're sitting there, you spend every Saturday morning with your boys putting or girls, where you putting quarters in the machine, just tapping that button, all of a sudden, KO! And you're just like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, I beat your ass. This movie is the shit. It's got everything. It's got action. It's got comedy. It's got romance. It's got a musical number. So it's like...
If you want to fight me, that's
it's got multiple music numbers. Oh,
this is one of my like closet favorite movies because it's one I watch when I don't have anything else to watch. But I'm like every time I watch it, I was like, I don't know why I don't watch this movie more. So,
all right, Cam's on you.
Okay, so I heard of this movie before, never seen it. It just was one of those things where you just. I was like, oh, I need to watch that, and then you forget about it. That was one of those for me. As a video gamer and a person that specifically has stayed with my best friend, cashed in $20 bills into change and stayed for the fucking video game until we won. I definitely can appreciate the aesthetic of the movie being almost video game-esque. Like it's almost like he's a character in a video game, but he's not. But there was one particular, because at first I was kind of just like, okay, I don't know how I feel about it. There was one particular scene where he is about to break up with Knives, but before he can, Knives goes, I love you. And it comes out, like the word love comes out as like this like pink thing.
Like
yeah.
And he just goes, movie pulled me in. That's when it was just like, oh shit, this is hilarious. And then it got better from there. And then of course, then Chris Evans comes in, and like it progressively gets better. And then by the end, you're just like, okay, I'm not mad that I watched this. It started off a little slow for me, and it was really annoying because like, I don't know, like it's supposed to be aesthetic of like his ex-girlfriends, but they were just weird. Like they didn't seem like upset; they were just weird. But he was weird, so it was just weird in the beginning. It was just like an awkward kid movie. But overall, I mean, like I didn't think it was bad. I could see why it was underrated. This isn't for everybody. It's for a specific type of nerd. Like, and we fit that group, so we're all cool with it. But I know plenty of people that will watch this and not probably turn it off. So I understand the underrated part. I don't know if I would call this the best. Obviously, we all think our choices are the best, so that's kind of irrelevant. But it wasn't bad. I'm glad that it was mentioned. I'm glad I got to watch it.
All right, CJ's on you.
All right. Well, I've always loved this movie. I think it's fucking hilarious. But that being said, Scott Pilgrim's a piece of shit. He is. He's a fucking creepy, self-centered jackass. How he did Nice was completely fucked up. Man.
It was.
He just fucking like just strung her along, act all cool, like told some other bitch he never even met before, but just pops up. He completely just starts.
He dreamed about her.
Fuck that. He dogged the fuck out of Nice.
Yeah,
Nice was a fucking writer. Nice was a fucking writer.
And he deserved that shit.
Yes,
he did not deserve loyalty at all.
Yeah, he did not. Oh no, fuck him. No, he dogged the fuck out of her. And then just creepy as shit. He fucking stalked this new bitch all around this fucking party. Dude, no, he's creepy as hell. Like, dude was like, no, man, no, that's fucking level 5 clinger shit. Like, you need to back the fuck off, bro. It's like, no. Honestly, I love this movie. I think it's hilarious, but the whole time I'm always rooting for everybody else. I want them to kick the fuck out of Scott Pilgrim.
Not everybody else though, because
not everybody. No, there's the one
pirate. No, the one pirate. I like the pirate boy at all. Like it's funny how he sunk and shit, but
yeah.
but he lost with a KO getting KO.
Yeah, I love that shit. He caught him. I love that. Shit. Yeah, no, the vegan dude, no, he pissed me off.
Yo, the vegan.
I can. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't accept a vegan for any reason. No. See, no, I didn't like that dude and the dude at the end. Like, no. All right, all right. Those two. Okay, all right. I can win those two. But everybody else beat the fuck out of him. Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Especially the fourth ex, like played by Mae Whitman. Oh yeah. I want her to beat the fuck out of him.
Yo, listen, that was the best death. I don't give a damn. Nobody said
that death was funny as shit though.
Back to the knee, come
on. She dropped so quick.
For people who aren't named, I'm a face person. I always forget people's names. It's just what it is. Mae Whitman, if you watch Good Girls, she's the younger of the two sisters from Good Girls.
Yeah. She's the blonde one?
Visualize who we're talking about.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, she also played. Fuck. Yeah. She also played in Parenthood as well as.
She a dime.
I can't. Oh, damn it! I forgot it again. Arrested Development. That's what it was. Yeah, with Michael Cera. Yeah.
Yeah, with Michael Cera.
Yep.
All right. With that being said, Kim. Your movie.
It's on me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have one honorable mention. You guys, it probably wouldn't even be a movie that you guys might like, but it's a movie that was like super underrated that I always loved just because there were little nuances in this movie that made it hilarious from beginning to end. It is Last Holiday with Queen Latifah.
Jesus Christ.
I've seen part of that. Never seen the whole thing.
That movie is low-key hilarious as fuck. And I actually wish I had the DVD because I probably would watch that this weekend. Anywho, my choice is a movie called The Other Guys. And if you haven't seen it, the precedent is essentially that there are other officers besides the main ones that save the day every day and that are always in the limelight that actually, I don't know, they actually end up being dope. The movie is a comedy, so it's stupid. But it's hilarious and the cast is dope as hell. Like, it literally, the movie starts with Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock. Like,
Aim for the bushes.
in a car chase. And then
The car chase is dope as shit.
macho and refusing to, like, take a loss. They're chasing these bad guys. And the bad guys run to the top of the building and zip line across and cut the zip line. And they look at each other and they're like, fuck it, aim for the bushes, and they jump. And this is in New York. Ain't no bushes. Like, ain't no bushes. He wasn't gonna make it off of a 20-story building anyway. And so they pretty much just jump to their death, and it like opens the gates for some other officers to step up. And then it ensues with a whole bunch of hilarious things from beginning to end. You've got Will Ferrell being Will Ferrell. And then you come to find out that he was once a pimp. He's married to Eva Mendes. Like, the movie is hilarious. How some people have never seen it, never heard of it, never watched it, don't like it, I don't understand, because the movie is hilarious. There's so many pieces that I really want to mention, but we would be here for forever. So I'm going to let everybody else go on about it.
All right. CJ, you're first.
Okay. Yeah, this movie is hilarious. I laughed my ass off. I'm not gonna lie. All right, yeah. With that being said, how the fuck they gonna do fucking Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock like that?
Right.
Yeah,
It wasn't
they had
about them.
had me pissed from the beginning of the movie. The whole movie, I'm mad as shit. I was pissed they did it like that. And, it was horrible. And then, Will Ferrell's character, I hate him. I hate him. Like, to my core, I hate that character.
That punk ass bitch. You hated that?
No. Gator was cool. Gator was cool. Yeah, but his regular person, no. I wanted to slap the shit out of this motherfucker. Every time he started talking, it's just a reflex. Like, every time. Fuck. Oh man. Oh, he was so horrible.
You're violent.
Yeah, he was a big. Oh no, he was beyond pussy. Man, every time he started talking, he just wanted to hit him. I swear, I know.
Isn't that what his partner literally said? Every time you open your mouth, I want to punch you in the face.
I agreed with him. Oh, yeah, but with that being said, though, no. Actually, his partner, on the other hand, dude, he's a fucking self-centered douchebag with fucking anger issues and impulse control problem.
But he's talented like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he's very talented, but he can't control his shit. Like, that was it. No, in a good buddy cop movie, you want to root for him. You want them to win. You want them to pull it together and get the shit. No, I want these two dead. I cannot get behind these two. I was every time they got caught and let go, I was mad. Like, no, you got them. Kill these motherfuckers. Just get it over with. It's like, I cannot get behind these two. I just couldn't do it. They suck. They're horrible. They're not good people. And the way he's talking to his fucking fine ass wife,
that was part of the comedy. I don't understand.
Yeah. He was. He treated like bitch. She came out with this beautiful ass dress on, looking all good and shit. He's like, so really, is that what you gonna wear? I could not get behind these motherfuckers. Dude, I wanted them dead. Fuck them.
They were funny as shit.
All right. So I'm gonna go. Right. Let's do the budget. The budget is $85 million. It grossed $170 million.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't think it made that.
It did.
I thought it made it I thought it broke even.
No, it definitely made more money. And shout out to the production company. I forgot what his name, but it's actually Will Ferrell's production company. Like
Wow.
that death scene of The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, I hated it so bad. I did. I
You
really
taking
did.
about the first 5 minutes of the movie.
There
That's just,
goes my heroes.
It's really
That was a perfect. Oh my god, that movie was scored
perfect
so well.
song. Yeah.
it's really one of the dumbest things ever because it doesn't matter if the bushes or not. You want fucking like what a 10-story building? I don't give a damn if the bushes or not. You and you gonna jump? Listen. As soon as The Rock would have said, "Ain't for the bushes," I would have said, "Fuck you." Like there was no way in
There was
hell.
no bushes.
There
There
was
was
no
no
way in hell.
awning.
No way in hell. And
I think there was a little bit of awning. There might have been a little bit of
They
awning.
completely missed it then.
Do you know how to? You would have to slide down the side of a building to hit the awning. The awning's only like a couple feet wide.
Yeah. No, those motherfuckers jumped.
it just jumped.
Yeah.
Like,
The first time I watched it, I was just like, what the fuck just happened? But after that, I was just like, it's hilarious.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is PG-13 or rated R. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's PG-13 actually. I think it's 13. I'm not sure how because I don't remember a lot of F-bombs in it. However,
while you think about it,
because
remind people that they're fighting at the funeral.
So no matter what the rating is, like
Ooh.
I didn't get a motherfucker from Samuel L. Jackson in this movie, and I'm kind of pissed off about that as well. Like if he
it is PG-13.
Yeah. If he ain't paying Nick Fury, every movie should have a motherfucker by Samuel L. Jackson. I don't give a damn what it is.
I'm trying to put him in a box.
We put Michael Cera in that whole box. So yes, every movie.
That's Michael Cera.
You know, and then Sam Jackson. Listen, Sam
Exactly.
Jackson. Sam Jackson. Listen, if he's not playing Nick Fury, I want to hear at least one motherfucker. All right. Just saying.
I can co-sign on that.
And Sam, if you ever see this, please call DeAndre. Call him a motherfucker and hang up.
I would. Do you know how? Do you know how well like warm my heart would be? Like I'll be so happy.
I know.
I'll be happy.
I know.
You tell everybody.
So the small jabs in this movie is hilarious. Damian Wayne Jr. is hilarious in this movie. That wooden gun hit. Say it's a wooden gun. That shit was fucking funny. Him shooting Derek Jeter. Because no offense, I am from Philly. You shoot all them Yankee motherfuckers, but shoot all them Mets motherfuckers, shoot all them Yankee motherfuckers. All right. The TLC shit was hilarious. Like he had to know what he was doing. That shit was funny as fuck. The pimp story / Gator shit, hilarious.
Fucking Gator.
The whole time
like
he's like,
Gator.
you were pimp. He's like, no, I protected them and they paid me for that protection. Like, that's a pimp.
That's what pimp is.
The peacock.
I'm a peacock, coach. You gotta let me fly.
Yeah, so that shit was funny.
I say that line and people be looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So this is not a bad movie. I'm not gonna lie. This is not a bad movie. However, I do compare this movie to other underrated buddy cop movies, and I found myself comparing this to Cop Out with Bruce Willis and
Tracy Morgan.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh my goodness. So yeah. So like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. Like I said, the only bad part about this movie is literally that how they died in the beginning.
There goes my heroes.
And there was no motherfuckers by Samuel L. Jackson. I wasn't a motherfucker. With that being said, Evans, on you.
It's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's underrated necessarily because I know a lot of people who like it. I know everybody in the world. Don't you know that? I know all 7.8 billion. Okay. No, I know.
It must be because you're so diverse.
Fuck you.
You opened the door. I had to walk through.
I am well cultured. No, this movie just it's a lot of great jabs, a lot of good moments. My favorite one being the desk pop, when he's like, "You haven't done your first desk pop? You got to do your first desk pop."
They were so convincing.
Really?
I did my first desk pop. He shoots his gun and then all the cops just.
Oh, wow.
No, it's a good movie. I don't think it's underrated, but you can't have a movie with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell and call it underrated. Damn near any movie with Mark Wahlberg is going to sell money because of who Mark Wahlberg is and Will Ferrell. By the way, DeAndre, Gary Sanchez Productions.
Yeah. Gary Sanchez Productions.
Sanchez. Okay.
And then it's a Will Ferrell Mark Wahlberg movie. I mean, after this, Mark Wahlberg goes on to do Ted and Ted 2. Transformers after this.
Daddy's Home,
which is great. Daddy's Home 2, which is surprisingly funny.
Wait, that's them again, isn't it? It's the same pairing.
Daddy's Home and Daddy's Home 2 are surprisingly decently funny. But like I said, you can't have a Will Ferrell or a Mark Wahlberg movie and not expect it to do something. So the fact that, and this was pre-big Dwayne Johnson. He was just like fresh out of. He was like, this was the Tooth Fairy Dwayne Johnson.
So he was semi-big.
Yeah,
he wasn't even as buff. He wasn't like. He wasn't like end of Fast and Furious.
You're right. Yeah, he wasn't Hulk. He wasn't Hulk Rock.
He was a Fast and Furious Rock.
So yeah, it's a good movie. I liked it.
All right. Well, with that being said,
wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Right before we finish, I just want to remind everyone about the scene where the building blows up, and they get up and they're like, "I don't understand how people walk away from explosions in movies. That's not
what?"
And they're like laying there by themselves, screaming in the parking lot at each other.
Oh, wait. Another underrated scene, though. Underrated scene, like it's small, but when they find Will Ferrell's car and then he describes what goes on.
Oh shit! Yes.
What goes on in that car? He said
With the homeless people.
It's called a soup kitchen. It's
homeless soup kitchen. The homeless dude's having an orgy in it.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Or his girlfriend Christina chasing him down the street for like mad long.
Yeah, his old girlfriend.
Christina.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
All right. So
we had a lot of funny parts in it though.
Rank them. All right, my fault.
Yeah.
CJ, you first.
Oh shit. All right. Fuck. I'm going with damn. All right. Constantine first. Scott Pilgrim second. The other guys third, and Attack on the Block fourth.
All right, Cam, you.
The other guys. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Constantine. Attack the Block. I'm sorry, Evan. That white woman, she ruined the movie.
Don't white women always ruin stuff?
Attack the Block 1. Shitty ass Constantine 2. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Only for Anna Kendrick. What's up, baby? And then the other guys last because Gator don't take that.
All right. With that being said, I'm going with Scott Pilgrim 1. Then I'm going to other guys 2. Constantine 3. God damn it! I didn't hate that movie. Listen, I love you, bro, but yo, listen, those fucking aliens. Oh my god, they could make better aliens. They could make better aliens. I swear to God, they could.
We could all just be those aliens. We just gotta dress up in all black.
With that being said, my name is DeAndre Robinson. These are my friends. Say goodbye, friends.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, friends. And again, I was unsuccessful at keeping these guys in line. I would promise that I would do better next time, but that would be a lie.
Yeah, Darth Testicles.